Good afternoon. James Pickett again for today's devotion from the First Presbyterian Church in Casa Grande, Arizona. The title that I've got today is Iron Sharpens Iron. Some of my favorite thoughts, topics for devotion is something that I really hold near and dear to my heart. So the Bible verse that we're going to read, Proverbs 27, verse 17, and it says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." Short, simple, to the point. Kind of grew up always being told who you hang around is who you become, and as I get older, I can see that kind of manifest more and more as time goes. So who do we hang out with? What are our friends, professional acquaintances? Who do we associate with? Kind of think of that as the other iron to sharpen who we are. for personal growth, for professional growth maybe as well. So one of the questions that I have is, what are you sharpening in your life? What areas in your life do you feel that you need to have growth, whether it be financial, spiritual, or even fitness? So let's dive with the fitness part. If one of your goals is to become more physically fit, the other iron that you could choose in your life would be maybe personal trainer, dietitian, or some of your friends that go to the gym. So as a group you guys can work out together, things like that. That way you guys are both helping each other improve your physical fitness. If your spiritual life is what you wish to desire, if you had an amazing pastor like Pastor Paul Elgin we have here at First Presbyterian Church, that would be one option. He'd be severely outnumbered, I think, with how many people need that. So I always appreciate the fact that the church as a body is a lot of different tools for sharpening, not just limited to just one person or two people, but as a group, find a small group. We have an amazing men's fellowship that we can kind of go to in the mornings during the group time, but also outside of that, having a rough day, having a rough week, having a good week. We can kind of build and grow off each other, sharpen each other. One of the other areas for people sharpening other people or helping other people improve, how is that possible? For me, one of the biggest aspects of that is personal experience. We all have we're all living this life. I have personal experiences that will be different from somebody else. So what I've been successful in, what I have failed in, might help the next person. They can copy my successes and avoid my failures. What comes to mind is this movie I saw a long time ago, Vantage Point. And it was interesting how the same event had occurred, but the movie was recorded from different people's perspective. So how one person saw this event was completely different how somebody else saw this event. As we come together, we have a solution from different people's vantage points. So we might be able to use that in our personal life. We can all kind of sharpen each other. We can all use each other and different vantage points. Just because somebody else might have a different vantage point might still be a good opportunity to grow, and maybe just, if nothing else, develop an understanding that you might be able to translate that to somebody else. One of the final thoughts is, as a parent, I try to sharpen the kids, try to help them grow, help them develop. But it's also interesting where iron sharpens iron, one person sharpens another. Been talking about looking for other people to sharpen ourselves, but take into consideration that you might be that iron for somebody else. You might be the growing point for somebody else. So the question is, does that change your mindset? Does that change your thinking? How you react to a situation, knowing that your reaction might help or hinder someone else's growth. So as a parent, some of those reactions that I have to situations, I need to be mindful, and I try to be, of how the little ones that are watching me will perceive that, and how are they going to learn? Are they going to learn the good reactions, or are they going to learn and take a hold of some of the negative reactions? So that's something to think about, who's watching you, and being mindful, and that should change how we think about that. So let's say a prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this day, for this opportunity, and I'm eternally grateful for all of the iron and all the people that you've placed into my life, and I ask that you allow me to be an opportunity to sharpen or help somebody else and theirs, and please bring us those that we need in our lives to help us grow and develop in a manner that you would have us grow and develop into. We ask all this in your name. Amen.